Welcome back. You watch Your Morning Live now. Obstacle course racing, or OCR, is arguably the best new fringe sport activity that explores a vast array of physical, mental and emotional challenges. Over the last few years, OCR has exploded in popularity. In 2014, 4.2 million people participated, and it is estimated that over 5 million participated last year. Today we speak to Ricardo Grissel, or Warrior Rick as he's known, from OCR, to help us understand this growing sport phenomenon. Warrior Rick, how are you doing?
I'm wonderful. How are you doing this morning?
Very good. Look, a lot of people are going to hear OCR for the first time and they're going to hear the words obstacle course racing, but what is it?
Well, essentially, it's really natural obstacles in terms of trail running. So if you're going through streams or over down to tree trunks and what have you, aligned with man-made obstacles. And those man-made obstacles could be anything from a 6-meter platform jumping into 4 meters of water, or leopard crawling under razor wire, like military boot camp.
Yeah. But why has it grown? Why are people putting themselves through that emotional, physical and mental challenge?
Well, it's because we face challenges every day. Whether we like it or not, we are going to face challenges in our family, in our finances, work, school, it doesn't matter. And these people have found a particular interest in not only facing their challenges, asking for the challenge, welcoming the challenge, but also to realize the benefit of what happens on the other side. So first of all, to come together in a fun, exciting way. So it's not just about elite athletes, but about the family and the children and the fun outdoors, and realizing that when you get through a challenge, you're a better person for it afterwards.
When you talk about athletes, the elite athletes,
Sure.
the sport has really moved in that way as well. So there's a massive recreational element to it.
Absolutely.
But you've really seen the cream of the crop. Where does South Africa rate in OCR? When you look at videos from around the world, it's really tough stuff.
It is amazing to have international athletes come into South Africa and to boast the fact that our obstacles, our man-made obstacles, are some of the toughest that they've experienced in the world. We had Sweden here at our last race. We've had Netherlands here. France was here. And what they tell us is that the terrain may not be as tough, although they haven't done our Stellenbosch races yet. They've done a lot of the races here in the Highveld where it's a bit more flat, quite dry. And in our world races, we find that the terrain is a little bit higher, a bit tougher. But in terms of our man-made obstacles, my goodness, we have some of the toughest in the world. And we have some of the toughest athletes, as you know. So in terms of adventure racing, whether it's triathlons, whether it's our Comrades Marathon, these types of races are not for the faint at heart. And we have those type of individuals that have now crossed over into the OCR category because they want to do something different. They want to challenge themselves in a different way. Not just running or swimming or cycling. Now they want to take on things like obstacles, which is quite fascinating.
But here's the other interesting thing though. So you've got, excuse me, the men, female, but it's also become a huge corporate team building thing.
100%.
And that for me sometimes is really strange, because you see the videos and it's the same reaction people get after just having survived something traumatic. It looks insane.
There are two things. The one thing is that team building is really an aspect of how do we take our tunnel vision that we have in our corporate culture. And it's tunnel vision because it's the same office, it's the same desk, it's the same laptop. How do we break away from that? How do we get an aha moment, which is innovation? Well, you have to step away from it. You have to reflect. You have to move out of a similar or a common environment. And when you do that, you first of all get people in a very uncomfortable sort of situation. Where's my laptop? Where's my colleagues? Where's my office and my coffee? What happens when you get outdoors? First of all, with your colleagues, it's a new environment. Now you take that plus you have a bit of a challenge. And first, it's very daunting because people look at, even the videos and the photos and they think, oh my goodness, that looks very, very difficult. But when you show up, when you give yourself the opportunity to face your challenges, you will finish, because now you've got other people that will help you. No man is an island, and you can get through it.
But there's a big motivational aspect, because you're a motivator. You are a motivational speaker. You play in that space. You work with young children. There is a massive motivation that people get after that. There's almost a buzz back into their life, into energy.
There's no doubt about it, Sam. I think the biggest challenge that I have is, and I tell people all the time, is that I don't want to pull a rabbit out of a hat. I don't want the big balloons and fanfare so that we can be all excited for that moment. But it's important to know what your challenges are. It could be that you're a cancer survivor. It could be that you're having marital problems, or perhaps you're a recovering alcoholic. The point is that if I know the challenge, if I know the challenge that you're going through, and even if you're not specific, what I want to do is I want to keep that momentum going, because I believe that inspiration and motivation comes from others. So if you keep yourself in the environment of other athletes, of other recreational warriors who want to go out there and beat their challenges, you will find that you will overcome it. First of all, because it's a diversion. It's a diversion from that challenge that you constantly have. And on top of that, you realize that, wow, I'm better than I thought I was.
Awesome. Okay. Very quickly, where can people get hold of you? Very quickly.
I'm on Twitter, so you can find me, Warrior Rick. Instagram, The Warrior Rick. Everything Warrior Rick. And certainly you can check out my website, which is warriorrick.com.
There we leave it. Warrior Rick, Ricardo Rossell, talking to us about OCR, a growing sport. I'm sure something Lebo's interested in. Okay, we'll take an ad break. Don't go anywhere.